trying the two-handed throw definitely off the start, kind of get into it, and then if you want to try the one-handed throw, you're more than welcome to do so. Your other hand, your non-dominant hand, is going to go on top with your thumb on top of the other thumb, just like this. Not on top like this. You want to be right here, so you're really nice and square. When we throw, we're going to be throwing and using the mechanics kind of like a catapult. So if you can imagine a catapult is pulled back like this. This is a little hinge point here, and it's a push and a follow through. So with the axe in our hands here, I usually recommend starting right out here, nice and strong. We're going to bring it back. You don't have to bring it back fast. You don't have to throw it right away. And then it's a push and a follow through. So we're here and we're here. That's it. That's the only motion that you need to make. Here and here, okay? Notice when I'm showing you, my hands are always up here like this, okay? When you throw, a lot of the times what happens is people will just whip their hands right down into the ground like this. Try to keep your hands up into that target like throwing darts, okay? Don't bring your hands right down to the floor. If you do that, the momentum of your hands is going to the axe is going to follow that momentum down into the ground. And as you can see by the bottom of the boards here, that happens all the time. So try to keep those hands up, okay? The other thing is, these thumbs are lined up with that blade. So when you throw, try to keep your thumbs towards the board as well, like this, and not give the old jazz hands and go like this when you throw, okay? So try to keep those thumbs to the board. Awesome. It does not take a lot of strength to get it to stick into the board, okay? If the board is here, the target is here, and the axe is rotating too much and it hits like this, it doesn't matter how hard you throw this axe, it's not going to stick into the board if it's hitting the board like this, okay? When it's rotating too much and hitting like this, or it's rotating too much and hitting like this, we need to just get closer. If your target is closer, it has less time to rotate. It's going to hit here instead of rotating too much and hitting here like this. To stop it from rotating too much, you get closer. It just has less time to do so, less distance. So keep that in mind when you're throwing. There's little 9-year-old girls that have come here to throw and they get them to stick into the board. Don't throw it too hard. If it's going a little bit too crazy, I'll have to ask you to just pull back a little bit. It really does not take a lot of strength. Just think of it more like throwing darts. You're just kind of just placing it into that board. You'll have much better control if you're at a nice controlled throw, okay? Lastly, we'll show you the scorecard. If you're near one, just look at it. It says on the left-hand side, it says round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. Each box that's an empty box there is a total of 5 throws. So you're going to throw 5 times per round. If you throw 5 times, you get 10 points. You're going to write 10 in that box beside round number 1. It's not throw number 1, throw number 2, throw number 3. You're going to have to throw 5, keep track of your points, say, keep track of them as you go along in your head, say them out loud. When you're finished, then you're going to write down your score on the scorecard beside that particular round. Okay? Make sense? Good? All right. I think everything is good. Is anyone taking charge of doing the waiver form for people or pass it along?